which I'll put together tonight on the way, well, since tea time. It's a true story. Some years ago, I was between jobs, on the dole, desperate for money. And I tried everything. I was washing up in an Italian restaurant on Christmas Eve. Spent hours at the sink, washing all these dishes and crockery and cutlery. And when I finished my shift, I was given a pittance for a pay. And I spent it at all I gauge on the way home with a present. So I got my present. That was my Christmas. And the thought I put into getting the present, well, you can imagine what you get from a petrol station. Anyway, I was desperate for work. I tried everything. I tried decorating. People's that I knew, they're my relatives, if you like. I did a job for my sister's father-in-law, who was a dentist. Had a place in Hall Green. He wanted his hall painted and decorated. Well, this hall was enormous, and between the landing and the ground floor, there was about 10 doors off it. Each one had to be stripped and painted. And it took me hours. What I did, I didn't charge a penny. All I said was, when I come, what I'll do is I'll buy all the material and you pay me for the material. I'll give you all the bills, and that's what they did. Got all the bills for the wallpaper and the paint and everything. And they just paid for the materials. And as payment, what I got was a dinner. Now, she was a great cook, was this dentist wife. She was a lovely cook. I remember a cherry pie. And a lovely crust on it, and you cut through the crust and put some cream on it. It was lovely. Anyway, shortly after Christmas, I'd run out of jobs to do. So I thought, what can I do? And I saw this thing advertised at the local zoo. So I got down to Dudley, knocks on the door of the zoo. I said, have you got any jobs going? He said, well, he says, we've just lost the lion tamer. There'd been an accident last week, and poor soul put his head in the lion's mouth and never came out. I said, well, I'll try anything. So he said, okay then. We'll show you to the lions, and you can learn how to do the lion taming. I said, well, is the lion hungry? He says, he has to be hungry, otherwise it spoils the act. He's got to look like he's fierce. The only way of doing that, because he's a tame lion, is to make him hungry. So we don't feed him his dinner until after the show. Make sure he's ready. So it worries me a bit, so okay. Well, how do I protect myself from this lion? He said, well, we give you a whip and a chair. I said, okay. And what happens when the lion comes towards me? He said, just flick your whip and make sure you always look him in the eye. Don't take your eyes off him. You drop your gaze and he'll have you. Don't turn away. You must face him. Make eye contact. So that's the only way of being safe. So I said, oh, okay then. So I'm in there. I said, well, what happens when I drop the whip? He said, well, if you drop the whip, you've got the chair, just stab the chair towards him. That'll make him back off. Well, but what happens if I get nervous and drop the chair? He said, well, remember to always face him, don't turn around, that's fatal. He says, just back slowly towards the door, and I'll be there. So I'm in with this lion. The whip's gone, the chair's gone. I'm just trying to hold contact with this lion. And it starts coming towards me, and I think, okay, keep eye contact. Make sure you stare him out. So I'm backing towards the door. He says, well, what happens now? He says, you just bend down, picks some crap up off the floor and throws it in his face. I said, well, what if there's no crap on the floor? He says, don't worry, there will be.